Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So of course, as you could tell from the title, the items I ordered from the Saw collection from Glamlite Cosmetics finally came in. I ordered the blush duo and the palette, which is the main star of today's video. I already told you what happened with the whole shipping situation. I'll probably touch on it again in the video. But yeah, it's November and I'm reviewing Halloween makeup. I know. For this collection though, I'm making an exception because I feel like everyone's over Halloween and everyone is definitely in a jolly spirit, including myself. I am making an exception for this collection because I was really excited to pick up a couple of items from the collection. Okay, if you are new here, hi, hello, I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button, hopefully choose to stay for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Okay, let's get started. I am in a little bit of a time crunch. Okay, so I just received my package and I want to say I just within the past couple of days started seeing reviews on this collection start to roll out on YouTube. So I'm not too late to the game. They also just launched their Bratz collection. You know, I enjoy Glamlite, at least what I have tried. It's been a minute since I've ordered from Glamlite. I think the Chocolate Martini was the last palette I picked up from them. Was it? I don't remember. But one of the main complaints that I hear from people who review the brand is, especially like holiday collections like this Halloween one, they don't launch it on time to actually receive the products during the holiday that the collection represents. They also take forever teasing. Like they will tease for 3-4 months before they give you a full reveal of what's coming. And it's definitely a complaint that I have heard from a good amount of people. I ordered the Saw and Glamlite blush duo and I purchased it for $60 and it looks like it's currently sold out. I don't know if they're going to do a restock with this because it is a licensed collection. The mirror is also something that I considered picking up but decided not to. And then the palette itself retails for $35. It's just the Saw and Glamlite palette. And this is the box that it comes in, but I'll show you it up close and personal a tiny bit more once we get to the eye look. Let's start with the blush duo. As far as makeup goes, I have the Lancome Tinted foundation, and I always link and tell you exact shades down below. MAC Cosmetics Face and Body Foundation. I just mixed the two to thin out. The Lancome is a little bit on the thick side. Vive Concealer, Give Contour and Bronzer Duo. Only used the cream. Kevyn Aucoin Cream Bronzer. No cream or liquid blush. Powdered with the Huda Cherry Blossom Powder for my under eyes and Hourglass Loose Powder for the rest of my face. And that's it as far as the makeup goes so far. Let me put on some powder bronzer real quick and then we'll try the blush duo. Okie dokie, I did go into the powder bronzer in the Give duo, and the entire Saw collection is currently on sale for $125 and still available. So it looks like the entire collection didn't sell out, but individual products did. Okay, so here it is, all the details. So I love it. I love it. I would definitely say Glamlite is a little bit more of a collector's makeup kind of product. So if that's not for you, I'm pretty sure you see what Glamlite launches and you think, it's a pass for me. I get it. I totally get it. But Saw is definitely one of my favorite franchises when it comes to horror. It's very rare that you have so many movies in a franchise and most of them be really good. I think another one that you can compare it to would be Final Destination, but I feel like with Final Destination, it's so repetitive, you already know what's gonna happen, you know? I have not seen, I think the last 2 movies of the franchise. Kids came along and yeah, priorities, you know? Okay, so here it is. Absolutely love it. Here is the back. 18-month shelf life. It was made in China. Okay, and this does have like a little buckle clip, is that what it's called? And then here it is, it has saw on the mirror. It's just all the little details. So cute. I want to say Glamlite is definitely another brand that I feel pays a lot of attention to details. Somebody mentioned, oh, I think it was Robert Welsh, that he wished they would do, is it Sailor Moon? I can't remember what collection. All right. This is actually a pretty big component and it's also pretty bulky. So that's what I mean when I say like a collector's kind of makeup brand. Okay, so I'm going to swatch both of these. And another pink blush. The one that I just purchased from Mild Cosmetics is similar to this tone, maybe just a little bit lighter, but yeah. Okay, so there they are. They feel very nice and soft. I'll probably use this, if not as a blush topper, I might be able to use it as a highlighter. We'll see. All right, so I have here my Sonia G Soft Cheek, and I'm gonna jump into the matte first. There is some kick up, so keep that in mind. Okay, yeah, that's pretty. And it's going on very nice and smoothly, not too pigmented. Have I bought any blushes from Glamlite? I think it's been mostly palettes. Look, it's been a long time since I have bought anything from Glamlite. There just hasn't been any collections where I told myself I need to have that. Yeah, it's been a minute. Okay, that's pretty. Very pink. Definitely looks pink. Let me see. I'm gonna grab my MY20, yeah, and go into the shimmery pink and see if I can use it as a highlighter. Okay. I think I can get away with using that as a highlighter. Okay. Because I feel like maybe it's a tiny bit too icy to use as a blush topper. But yeah, I'm okay with what I see there. Okay. I don't have too many tones like these in my collection, so that's also great. All right, let me put on some eye primer and then we can get started with the first eye look. All right, now for the palette. I mean, this is, it's cool. It's cool. It does have this here. That's what the back looks like. 18-month shelf life and also made in China. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Okay, and then this clamp opens up like that, and that's what it looks like. Basically, this is the box for the palette itself, because when you pull it out, it's just the palette. There's no unicorn. Again, collector's feel to Glamlite anytime I purchase anything. All right, and then here is the palette. I do enjoy this. Here is the back, and then it does have plastic protector. The mirror is in the shape of a puzzle piece. I don't know if I like that, but I don't use the mirror in the palette, so for me it's not a big deal. But here's the color story. I think it's a very wearable color story, and I'm actually okay with that. I think that's one of the reasons why this palette called to me. The color story, like not just the theming like the movie, but like the color story itself. It's so beautiful. All right, I did bring you in a tiny bit closer, and I did go in to the NARS translucent eye base. We're gonna start with this tone right here. Make your choice, and it looks like there's two very light tones that I can possibly use as an inner corner, including the one that I just picked, but I think this will probably be my go-to for inner corner. Yeah, okay, so make your choice. This is a Alamar fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put this in the crease. Yeah, it's been a minute since Glamlite has captured my attention. I mean, there's been a couple of collections where I considered purchasing something, but when I saw this collection teased and then announced, I knew I was at least going to get the palette, and the blush actually looks really pretty, so I'm glad I grabbed that as well. I collect makeup, and not because of the packaging. Yes, there are some that is beautiful to look at, but I don't have anywhere where I display my makeup. So for me, collector's items like this, I don't purchase it because I put it on display. It's mostly just because it's something I absolutely love. I can't even remember when was the first movie released, but it has to be at least 20 years ago, right? Okay, you can barely see that tone, but that's fine. Now I'm gonna jump into this tone here, Rust. And I would definitely say it's like a rusty red. Okay, just Googled it. And the first Saw movie was released in 2004. Yeah, 20 years ago. I graduated, this is Wayne Goss number 8. I graduated high school in 2005. Wowza. Okay, this is gonna be the outer corner deepening shade. I feel like I'm having to really build it up. It's been, I think the last collection I purchased, or anything from Glamlite, I think it was the Chocolate Martini palette. Gosh, I think, I'm not sure honestly. And I do remember enjoying the quality of the shadows. So far, these are blending really, really nice together. I just feel like I really have to build up this dark, like burgundy red that I'm using. Okay, so many pretty shimmers. I think I'm gonna jump into this one first, Saw Blade. It's gonna go, I'm using my Lit glitter glue, which has been working beautifully. It dries down quickly, so I have to work fairly quickly. Oh, this is like a beautiful taupey purple brown. It's gorgeous. All right, a little more for the inner corner. And I think I'm gonna jump into this one here, Cut Deep. And it's one of those that has a swirl in it. So we'll see how it looks. Pretty, so definitely looks like a red pinky tone. All right, let's see if the lightest matte Live or Die is going to work as an inner corner shade. This is the Before from Blend Bunny. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna work. All right, let me finish off this eye look, come back. We will talk real quick and then move on to eye look number 2. All right, my loves, I am back. And for eyebrows, I went in to Melt Cosmetics Brow Pencil, Benefit Brow Gel, which I just panned. Mascara, I used the Kosas mascara, also just panned the Say. And then for the lips, I have on Skin by Kim, which I don't even know if that brand exists anymore. If you can even, can you still purchase Skin by Kim makeup? Anyways, Nude 05 lip liner and What's Up Beauty lipstick, liquid lipstick in Subtle Chic. And that's it, that's all I added off of camera. Here is the first eye look with this Saw palette from the Saw collection with Glamlite Cosmetics. I think this is so pretty. Even though it's mostly like red and pink, it's so pretty. I feel like it just complements my skin so well. Okay, let me go ahead and send you on off to eye look number 2. All right, my loves, I am back for eye look number 2. Base, everything is gonna stay the same. We're gonna jump into this tone here, Spiral, and it looks like a dark, maybe burgundy brown. This is a Rephr 01, and I'm gonna start in the outer corner. So I feel like the dark tones, and I'm only saying this because I feel like the wine red one I used for eye look number 1 kind of acted the same way. And what I mean is, it feels like I have to build up this tone. Like you don't get a ton of pigment right off the bat, which that could be a good thing because I'd rather build up than be scared to even dip my brush into the shade. Okay, hopefully this tone isn't too similar to the first eye look. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into the pretty warm, like caramel brown twisted. This is an Alamar Cosmetics brush. And this is what I'm gonna use to blend out the edges of this first tone. And I'm tapping first. And if I need to go back and reinforce that first tone, I will. That's why you very rarely see me use the same brush for all the shades. Right? That looks beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to jump in to this one here. And I'll probably use either this one or this one for the inner corner. Okay, so reverse bear trap. My kids are being very loud. I'm gonna put on the lower lash line. I don't have any glitter glue or anything. Oh, that's a beautiful tone. And then, okay, so this is that pretty light brown one, and then this is the, okay, shoot. Let's do It's a Trap, which is the pretty like champagne one. That one looks like it has different glitter specks. Yeah, dimensional. Is it too dark? Let me add a tiny bit of Jigsaw, which is like that icy white one, and just kind of mix the two. It's a Trap is a little bit too dark. Yeah, let's do that. That looks better. Okay, let me finish off the face and I'll be right back. All right, my loves, here it is. Here is the completed second eye look with this Saw palette from Glamlite. For the lips, I have on Skin by Kim lip liner in Nude 05. I don't even know what's going on with that brand, and honestly don't really care. Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Soft Haze, which is one of the new tones they came out with. Everything else is the same. Base, powder bronzer. I used the Saw blush. Yeah. Okay, so here it is. Here's eye look number 2. My kids are being very loud. Apologies. So pretty. I have to take them to school here in the next 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, this eye look is gorgeous, and I think I prefer this one over the first one. So let me scoot you on out. We can talk real quick and end this video. Alrighty, let me go ahead and pop up swatches. I feel like Glamlite did a fabulous job. If everything else from the collection reflects these two products, then I think they did fabulous. I feel like you're either a Saw fan or you're not. Goes with pretty much any other horror theme. Like, you either like horror or you don't. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, 2004 was when the first Saw movie was launched. So yeah, definitely nostalgia for me, and I was so excited when I saw this. I don't know which one is my favorite. I actually enjoy both so much. This blush, not only is the formula beautiful, but the tone complements my skin tone so well. I don't know if this would work on somebody who has a tan or deep complexion. I kind of wish maybe they would have given us 2 different tones for the blush and highlighter or blush duo. It kind of has a blurring quality to it. Love that. The palette. Oh my goodness, this palette. First off, the shimmers, so nice. It's been a minute, so compared to what I have purchased from Glamlite, which has been over 2 years ago, to this, I definitely feel formulas have improved, which is great to see. Plus this color story, it's gorgeous. I need to create another eye look, maybe in a short. I'll do that. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know if you picked up anything from this collection. Let me know if you're a Saw fan. Let me know if you're not and you decided to skip this collection. So far, it looks like the entire collection is still available and a couple of products sold out individually. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for your love and support, the comments, the likes, the hype, everything, absolutely everything. We are so close to the 4,000 subscribers mark, and I'm so excited. All right, with that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye.